welcome. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for gathering into this space, for being present. And as always, thank you for bringing your energy into this discipline, this way of being. Meditation, the single most important medication I have ever received and taken into my being. I don't know that there's any such thing in this human experience and expression as perfect balance. I tend to think not. Not in the way we think we measure balance or perfection or any of those other things or enlightenment. But I can say that I feel a sense of more peace and more centeredness, more balance through this discipline and this work of meditation. And thank you to those of you who consider this to be valuable. As we move once again today into our focused meditation, because not every meditation has a focus and not every meditation should. Sometimes meditation really literally just needs to be about being and centering and breathing and paying attention to the invisible that often we overlook. But over this few weeks, we're dealing with the chakra system, and so we're being intentional and focused. And as we focus in again today on the sacral chakra, let me share this as a little bit of a focus. Yesterday I shared in Walk and Talk that there are at least 3 layers, maybe more, but 3 that stick out to me in each of my experiences, what I've experienced in my life. The obvious and first layer is the experience, what I experience in any given situation. And then there's the awareness or the knowing that I've experienced it. But then there's the story I tell or the narrative I give it, what I say about it. And that's normal for us as humans to kind of tell a story about what we went through, what we dealt with, what we experienced. But be very careful within your own self how you frame what you experience. Psychology and science even has proven that how I perceive is a situation is essentially how I receive it. And the more I tell the story, the more real it becomes to my brain. The point is that sometimes things that cause injury to our souls, to our psyche, they cause real injury, sometimes physical injury, right? But what I'm saying about the situation can, in fact, re-traumatize and re-injure over and over and over again. Now, this doesn't mean that we don't tell the truth about how we feel, but is there a way to frame it without framing yourself into the sentencing of prison? You know that old show, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Who is framing your life? Well, the only one who can really is you. The only one who can is you. Why am I saying this as we move towards sacral? Well, some of us who have experienced being taken advantage of. Some of us who have experienced abuse. If we're not careful, can re-traumatize ourselves unless we decide to retell the story. The only reason I mention this is because this is what's worked for me. Now, when I revisit certain things that felt traumatic, I revisit them as a strong, vibrant, healthy individual, as a victor rather than a victim. Now, this has worked for me. It may not work for you but I think it will. I think it will. I think science even bears that out. So as we visit this sacral, is there something that's happened in your past that you continue to bring into the present that perpetually abuses you? And is it time to change how you receive and how you perceive that story, that happening? Is it time for you to write a new chapter that makes you the hero rather than the zero or the victim? Maybe. I know it can be done because I've done it. So I invite you into that today as we enter this space. That if something happens to unearth within you that reminds you of previous pain, tell yourself at the very least, oh my God, I'm here now in this meditation. Which means first, I survived. Second, I'm aware of what transpired. Third, I'm aware of the awareness, which means I absolutely have the power to rewrite the story in the way I want it to be. Okay. I'll invite you now to sit up straight. Maybe soften the shoulders. As you feel comfortable doing so, gently close your eyes. Notice the surface beneath you. Maybe your feet on the ground or your back against the surface, lying down or sitting up, either one, just notice. And feel the gift of this support. Note within yourself, I am being supported now. I am being supported now. Breathe into that. Deep breath in. And release. I am being supported now. Now invite all of your senses into this present moment, the faculties of your being, the hearing. Notice what you hear. The seeing, that even with your eyes closed, maybe there's the glow of a light, or just images that dance before the screen of your imagination. But acknowledge the seeing and invite it to be present. Notice any smells in the room, without judgment, without any kind of need to define. Just notice. Bringing the sense of smell into the now moment. And then notice the taste in your mouth, again without judgment or the need to define. Just notice. Bringing the sensation of taste into the now moment. And so, hearing and tasting and smelling, seeing are present now. Notice how you feel, the temperature of the room, the clothes on your skin, the surface beneath you. Just make note of it. Without judgment, no need to define. Really notice the sensation of feeling. And this is how we make sense of this time together, inviting all of the senses into this space, the present moment. And the announcement to your senses is simple. There's nowhere to be. There's nothing to do. There's no one to be. Simply to be here, now. I'll invite you to receive a deep breath. Breathe in. And exhale. I am fully present here, now, in this moment. And now to bring ourself and attention toward the sacral chakra, opening up that space at the small of the back and on the pelvis, this creative intuitive, sensual, spiritual, and even sexual part of your being. Just notice any sensation in that area of the body. And allow this vibrational frequency of love, yes, send love to that area of the body, to that meridian, that energy base. Allow your love to flow there. Loving tenderness. Unconditional, complete love. And I'll invite us into 2 deep breaths, breathing into the sacral chakra and imagining that in that space within the body, landing somewhere between the pelvis bone and the small of the back, is a sphere of orange light. And imagine, if you will, as you breathe in, that it expands out, giving this warm, creative, orange light of energy to all of the cells of the body, this creativity. Preparing now for that first breath. Breathe in deep. And exhale fully. Allow that orange light of creative energy to spread out within the entire body with this next breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Imagine, if you will, this creative power, this source energy for creation, moving into, surrounding with warmth every cell in your body, from head to foot, from foot to head, engulfing the whole being in this beautiful orange light. And on these next few breaths, on the out breath, we will chant the Love. And feel that vibration in the area of the sacral. Preparing now for a deep breath. Breathe in. And preparing for another deep breath. Breathe in. And feel the vibration, the aliveness the upgraded energy. Preparing now for another deep breath. Breathing into the sacral. Breathe in. And another deep breath. Breathe in. And allow yourself to imagine that the sacral chakra is wide open and vibrant, healthy, whole and complete, and doing what it loves to do, sending this orange light of creativity, imagination, even intuition, out into every cell of the body. Feel the warmth of this light energy. And now notice if there's any place in the being that may be a little closed down or walled off, keeping this light from entering. Maybe it's a story you tell about a particular event. Just notice and ask that space within you, may I enter? I come in peace. May I enter? I come in peace. And I encourage you to open the door. It is safe to allow this warming, healing energy to flow even into that space that perhaps has been closed off for many years. And as this healing, vibrant, creative, imaginative light moves into that area, notice that no words need to be spoken. There's nothing to identify. There's no force. Only love. full acceptance, no judgment, love. Only love. I'm going to invite us into a series of 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose about 4 or 5 seconds, holding that breath at the top and then releasing with the lam. And on this try, I will utilize a different octave. And you can too. You can play around with this until you feel this vibration in the area of the sacral chakra. Preparing now for that first deep breath. Breathe in. And preparing now for that second breath together. Breathe in. And preparing for that third breath together. Breathe in. And as we prepare now to bring this time to conclusion, remind yourself that you have the power within you to tell your story the way you want to. You're the author, the authority of your life. Consider now maybe wiggling your toes and your fingers. Maybe allow yourself to stretch whatever feels good to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I invite you to bring your hands out in front of you and just rub them together gently. Feel the warmth and the vibration between them. And place those hands over your eyes. Feel the warmth. Consider opening your eyes behind the hands and preparing yourself to come back into the room. Maybe repeat these words after me. Love is who I am. Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. And well-being is my birthright. And so it is. And so it is. Namaste. Namaskar. Amitabha. Aho. Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, generosity, creativity, imagination, courage, confidence, truth, bliss, joy, abundance, well-being. And so it is. How beautiful you are. Encourage you to consider sharing this practice with someone that you know that maybe is looking for something more in their life or could utilize these centering moments. Consider sharing this video to your own page if you think this is valuable. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider doing that as well. I'm also on Instagram, Rev John Scott _ First Unity, on Instagram, and on TikTok, Rev John Scott, REVJONSCOTT. Consider following. Typically, that's where I put my walk and talks. Whether they go on YouTube Shorts, and Facebook Reels, and Instagram Reels, and TikToks. It's an interesting world of technology, but I've embraced what it is so that we can hopefully get this message out to the world, even if it is in just 60-second bites. Not so bad, though. Sometimes I can get long-winded. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for supporting this movement. For those of you who are sustaining partners, thank you for being a sustaining partner. We have a lot going on this weekend. firstunity.org. Go check out all of the information. There's so much happening on the campus this year. I'm excited. We have our Awakening Conference in full swing for getting that squared away. It is going to launch April the 20th through the 23rd. Get your tickets today. They're going fast. And I encourage you to consider being a part of this. Make it maybe a vacation. Come down and spend a whole week down here in the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area. Consider doing that. This is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so you could spend the whole first part of the week at the beach and the last part of the week with us on the beach of consciousness. So consider that. Go to firstunity.org. You'll find all the information within our calendar. Okay, I love you all very much. Now go and make it a great day because you can. Peace.